Alright guys, welcome back to my game collection. We're going to be moving on to my Gamecube and Xbox360 games now. So, let's start it up. Gamecube. Tales of Symphonia. The only Tales of games that there was on the Gamecube. It was hard to find, and actually here this is co-op. So that might be quite fun to play with a friend. 2 to 4 players simultaneous. That sounds great. And yeah, sorry about this. I still can't decide whether to look through my my phone's view or the or just look at the game like I usually do. So anyway, moving on. The Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. This game was the toughest game to decide whether to buy or not because of the price, but you know what? Tales of Symphonia ended up being about the same price anyway, so I think this game was worth it. It's Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on GameCube, of course, all on GameCube here, which is a RPG game based off like you know, the older games. Game Boy Advance compatible, which is kind of strange, I guess. I'm not sure how that works, but whatever. Moving on to the big games, the best game series that ever existed on Nintendo platforms, Legend of Zelda. Now, I don't have Master Quest and all that, but what I do have is the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition, which I got used. I didn't buy it from this price up here, but I bought it from some guy for maybe a similar price. But I should probably buy a better copy than this if I ever get the time, because this is a kind of crap. But you know what? The game works fine, so I don't have too many complaints with it. We have Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. It took me a while to find it, and it was pretty expensive. Same with Twilight Princess. So they're all popular games, but, you know, they're all worth getting, and still my favorite game series to date on the Nintendo. Metroid doesn't beat it. Mario doesn't beat it, not for me. Now, a game series I decided to collect for GameCube over PlayStation 2 is Resident Evil, because I already had Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, and I believe that it was the original platform for Resident Evil 4. So I originally had Resident Evil 4 a while back, and I played some of it. So I bought Resident Evil. Not sure how it looks on GameCube format. It looks like updated graphics, actually, so who knows? Maybe it's a fantastic game on this platform. Who knows? Who knows? I'll find out later. Resident Evil 4 is actually in the wrong spot. Resident Evil 3 goes here. And Resident Evil 0 should go at the bottom. Resident Evil 2 is actually too expensive for me. It's like $40, which I think I'll get one of these days, but it's just hard to find for a good price for good quality game. But still looking for it, and as well as Resident Evil Code Veronica, I'd love to have, even though it is just a spin-off game. It still feels like a main part of the series to me, just a little bit. So I got Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and Resident Evil 4, which is probably, well, in my opinion, a lot of people think Resident Evil 2 was the best. I actually think Resident Evil 1 tops it. But both great games in the original style, where Resident Evil 4 drastically changed the style and ushered in a new era of Resident Evil, which Resident Evil 5 takes after. Resident Evil 6, will it take after that? I'm not sure yet. Haven't seen the gameplay for it, but I hope it turns out great. Raccoon City is another one of those spin-offs that I don't really care about. And Resident Evil 0, a lot of people don't know why they made a game about this, but you know what? Resident Evil, I'll play it. It's in the old style of the game, might as well. And now we got the other flagship series of Nintendo, Metroid, which started out Metroid Prime on the GameCube, one of the better early games for the system, and Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Both are really interesting and somewhat challenging games. I've only played Metroid Prime, the first one. Never got too far into it because, you know, to be honest, the games creeped the fuck out of me. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm just a timid gamer. Then we got Super Mario Sunshine. A lot of people don't really care for it, but I think it's a fantastic game. I've never played much of it, but I do love, well, from what I played of it back in like a Best Buy store years ago. Absolutely love it. I don't have Luigi's Mansion. Didn't bother to buy it. It looks like a crap game to me. Then we got those other games from the GameCube. Super Smash Bros. Melee, Soul Calibur 2, which is great because I like the Soul Calibur series. Plus you can be Link. Badass. 13, which I've only bought for the purpose because 1, it's cheap, and 2, it uses a cell shading technique that became really popular recently thanks to Borderlands, so I want to see what that's all about. GoldenEye Rogue Agent, I could have gotten the PS2, but I've got it for GameCube. Now, it's not actually like 007 GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64, but still an interesting shooter game in the 007 universe. And we've got Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, which I bought because I like the Two Towers game. Unfortunately, when I did buy it, I ended up with a copy of Return of the King on the inside, so that's what's in there, which I'm a little dissatisfied with because Return of the King is fucking hard of a game compared to the Two Towers, and not quite as fun, in my opinion. And we've got 1080 Avalanche, a classic snowboarding game, my classic snowboarding experience. which in my opinion is the greatest snowboarding game series ever. SSX and SSX Tricky Series, good, but I think the 1080 tops it just because of how classic it is. So those are the Nintendo games, and again, sorry about how shitty these recordings are going to turn out because they're using my phone. I need a camera. Great to have a camera. Oh my god. Stop messing up games. Gotta put you on a snack so I can move on my Xbox 360 games. Now, the Xbox 360 games I have here are not all of them. Some of them are my brother's. Not sure which ones, and some of these are my brother's. But you know what? These are the games I got here right now. Lost Odyssey, which unfortunately I don't have a case for. I think I might just buy a new copy anyway because the game, I guess, has some scratches. I can't get past some cutscenes, and it's really a nuisance. So I got Lost Odyssey, which comes with 3 discs. A really fantastic sounding RPG game that I can't play because, you know what, the scratches in the disc prevent me from doing so. We've got Perfect Dark Zero, which I got free from a purchase. I got this case for it from them, and I actually printed out my own cover. Didn't bother with the back. Printed out my own cover so I knew what the fuck this game was when I looked at it. Perfect Dark Zero, I hear it's kind of crap compared to the original series, and from what I played with it, it is crap. The Gears of War, this series is really overrated in my opinion. Not sure what's so great about it. It's a little bit interesting, but if I play some more of it, maybe it'll be better. And Soul Calibur 4 belongs to my brother, my younger brother, not the one that has the other games. But it's cool. It's got the Star Wars characters in it. Not as good as Soul Calibur 2 or 3 in my opinion, but you know what? Still a good game. And here comes my favorite RPG of all time, and I'm talking about Japanese-style RPG. This was actually an action-oriented style. It's called Infinite Undiscovery. I fucking love this game, pardon my language. Played it almost all the way through to the end. It's an action RPG series, which I'd say is done in the style of Kingdom Hearts in a way, but done so fantastically better that it's just outright my favorite game on the Xbox 360. And, you know, it's an RPG. Now, Last Remnant, great game, great graphics, but really complicated. Therefore, it's hard to enjoy this game. So, unfortunately, I can't give too many props to this game because of, you know, its difficulty. It's not that difficult, but just the way it's made, it's very unusual. We got Blue Dragon. I did a walkthrough of this game for YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a really fun RPG, a little cartoony, but I'd say it's good combat, but overall, it's a little too kiddie for me, a little too childish. And we have Fable 2. Fable, The Lost Chapters was one of my favorite games on Xbox. I love that game. Play the game all the time. Fable 2, a lot of people don't like it. They say it was too fucking short, but you know what? I love this game almost as much as I love the original. Fantastic game, fantastic direction. I actually have 2 copies because I lost the first disc of one of them, which I think was recently discovered, but no, yep, it's in there. So now I actually have 2 copies of the game. And I got the collector's edition of the game too, which was only like $10 when I got it. So you know what? Not missing much. You know, my finger's in the way there. So Fable 2 collector's edition. Got them both. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas. Fun, but not as fun as Rainbow Six Vegas 2. This game I felt was a little bit more challenging, but you know what? Vegas 2, slightly easier, a little more easy to get into. Fantastic game. My favorite Tom Clancy game, and my favorite FPS game series. Rainbow Six Vegas. And we have Splinter Cell Double Agent, which I got mostly because it was cheap and because I really enjoyed Conviction. But I still think Conviction is a far better game than this because I prefer the gameplay mechanics. This game is a little more tactical and stealthy, but you know what? I don't mind. I still prefer Conviction, but this is good too. Don't own Conviction, but I have it on PC, so you know what? It all works out. And then we have Star Ocean: The Last Hope. Hopefully it'll be a fantastic RPG game. And maybe I'll change my mind about Infinite Undiscovery, who knows. But it's guessing it's a sequel, or it's a related series to Star Ocean Till the End of Time on PS2. So maybe it'll be great. Who knows? I hope it's good. Got Spectral Force 3. I got it. Not sure why. It was like $10. Just looked at it like, you know, I'll get it. So, you know, I did get it. Probably a crap game. Not sure. Could be good. Never even heard of it. Just got it just because it was RPG, you know. I was like, might as well get it. So I did. And I got Enchanted Arms, which I got because, hey, $5. Shitty game, I hear, but you know what? Maybe it'll be good. I know some guy who did a walkthrough of it, and it was a little enjoyable, and so maybe the game itself might not be as sucky as people say. But, you know, a lot of people hate games, so nothing I can do about that. Devil May Cry 4. It took me years to decide to buy this. I could have bought it years ago for like 20 bucks, but you know what? Now that it's dropped to about 8 bucks, it was worth getting, and it's a great game from what I hear, and it completes my Devil May Cry collection, so that's all well and fantastic. And Condemned, what was this, 2? Condemned 2 Bloodshot. Couldn't find the first one, I hope I can find it soon, but 5 bucks. Worth getting this horror game, totally. Prince of Persia, 5 bucks. I hear it's kind of crappy, like really easy, so, you know, I got it anyway, don't care. Should be a good game, or a fun game at least. And Bullet Witch. All I know of this game because of one YouTuber. The game itself looks relatively interesting. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to, but I can't think of anything. Maybe like a combination of Bayonetta and Prototype. I don't know. But looks interesting, and it was cheap, so worth getting. And that's all the game collection I have here. I do have some more games, like PC games, which I can go through with you all, but I don't really want to bother. So here's those games. Blah 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 blah. So many of them. So many of them. So many of them indeed. And you know what? I got 1 monitor, 2 monitor, 3 monitor, all nice monitors. And that's my desk where all the magic happens, if you guys are interested in that. Looks pretty cool, and it's messy and a little cramped. There's a lamp behind it too, and moved all my PC games down there. Use a shitty TV, don't even use that. I actually use this middle monitor for my console games. Well, I use these 2 monitors for other stuff while I do that. So anyway, there's a lot to show you about my game collection. Hope I was audible through this phone, and I hope the quality wasn't too shit for you. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all later. Have a good night.